Hello, Harlan. If the rumors are true that you were going to bat for improved warranty policies on Corvettes, which led to the dispute with the execs, which resulted in the loss of your job, then I'll go out on a limb and assume the two main categories of improved warranty discussion would be the ability for customers to add aftermarket airboxes and throttle bodies without voiding warranties, and perhaps the topic of the Z06 oil raising from fuel washing down the cylinders in the richer of the two engine banks, which lands fuel down in the crankcase and mixes with the engine oil, raising its surface levels, which cause catastrophic engine failure when the bottom side of the piston hits the excessively high oil surface level in the crank during a cold start in a dry sump engine system. By now, I'm sure you've learned the hard way that the GM execs and in-the-know engineers and lawyers have already decided that these topics are non-warranty and non-negotiable because they are well aware that all the Z06 fuel systems have an inherent weakness and can't keep pace with increased airflow in all environments and voltage glitch situations, and thus the cars are more prone to running lean with increased airflow, which damages the engines. I'm also going to assume that people have also shared some of my videos with you, which I realize are very harsh against you as an individual due to your comments about the extra 2 quarts not being needed in the DCT and my original Vet Titans message being a quote-unquote lie when you addressed the Carlisle crowd back in 2021 prior to the sump revision of the DCT, which fixed the issue, when I was also present that day in the GM tent for your presentation where you basically called me a fool. Wendy Miller being your associate who insulted my intelligence in the groups and forums and mocked my safety concerns with the vehicle pertaining to blown engines in DCT also did not help with my view of your staff in your department. You ignoring my Facebook friend requests for a couple years also did not benefit my opinion of your personal character as an individual. But at this point, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you are now perhaps smart enough by this point in your career, or lack thereof, to realize there is indeed an issue with the car's fuel systems. And until those issues are resolved, GM can't honor a better warranty concerning the known weaknesses of the OEM fuel system. Whether you realize it or not, the only viable solution is to fix the fuel system, which I genuinely know how to do. The following video is a simple explanation of the Z06 and upcoming LT7 engine fuel system weakness relative to other production vehicles. The weakness exists around the single low-side pump and the T geometry of the low-side fuel line, which feeds the 2 high-side pumps. Bad fuel with gasoline containing some water, which is common, is not a problem on other vehicles like it is the Z06. This vehicle explains the problem and the solution, as do the other videos prior to this one on my channel. Add me as a friend on here and I'll keep my future videos and comments respectful towards your character, your decisions, your intelligence levels on any given topic. Ball is in your court. If I were you, I would learn to understand your fuel system, and speaking to your engineers alone is not going to give you the proper understanding. They have a pride that it is perfect when it is flawed, especially once one realizes that computer glitches in Global B modules cause random voltage drops that cause the low side pump feed voltage to randomly drop and cause tiny moments of engine detonation. It's my belief that key executives in GM know this issue exists, and they believe the customers will never be smart enough to solve the puzzle, let alone prove it to authorities, and thus it causes engines to randomly fail out of warranty, where GM makes huge extra profits when customers pay to replace engine and DCT on customers' dime instead of GM warranty float the bill. This video will show you what the problem and solution are moving forward to where GM could put a warranty on cars that keep stock tune and throttle bodies and airboxes and add throttle bodies and airboxes and can endure bad gasoline as well and won't raise their engine oil levels either. If I were in your position, you'd be wise to convey to the executives the reality that I understand the problems, and GM is going to be doing fuel system recalls via the orders of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration by the time I'm done spreading these truths. So GM may as well fix these problems sooner than later. And they may as well hire you back, because you being forced out due to difference of opinion on these topics is not going to end well for GM in the long haul, my opinion, of course. Otherwise, just think how bad of a spot GM will be if you agreed with my findings and you expressed this in a professional documentary that I put together about the problems and solutions, where you also have a chance to clear your name as a person who wants the safety problem solved and better warranties to exist on Corvettes moving forward. And then, of course, this video, which takes you to YouTube and shows this guy here is having a hard time understanding. We're gonna show you what I got to deal with. I got to answer these questions in real time.
All right, Mark, Royce, Mary, Barra, we're going to explain to you what's going on with your C8 Z06 fuel system and why the car does not like bad fuel. This is actually like a patent paper, or at least just an educational paper. I took a screenshot of it. Ironically, when I typed in, what did I type in? You can type this in on Google. What did I type in? I searched two fluids recoalesce split at a T. And I went to images, okay? And one of the very first images is this. So I clicked it. And when that popped up, I took a screenshot of it. So now we're going to talk about what it is. Let me get to the screenshot, because that will allow us to expand it. Okay. These are inventions, guys, and General Motors coincidentally created this invention on their fuel system. So you have the feed, and then you have two different phases of fluid. And so the heavy phase is going to go this way, and the light phase is going to stay up top, and they're going to go, light phase is all going to go this way, and heavy phase is all going to go this way. Now, let's say that GM doesn't have this exact device, and they've just got a normal Y, and let's say that instead of the Y be gravity effective, let's just say that the Y is oriented in the straight up and down position. You're still going to run into the same issue with bad gasoline, where you have water ethanol on one phase and you have the gasoline on the other phase after the gasoline gets water in it. So I'm inside of a cargo van right now, okay? And coincidentally, I came out here because I have magnets, I have spinach, and I have rotisserie chicken wrapper thing from the grocery store. And what I've done is I have this Y right here. See this Y in the van, Mark and Mary? Okay, Taj. I know Taj is retired. Aaron Link, Josh Holder, all these guys. I'm trying to remember what the engine guy's name is. I can't remember right off the top of my head. The point is, you have fuel that is mixed up with two different phases. Water meth, we'll say, is the spinach, and we'll say the gasoline is the, hang on, let the light go out. Give me a second here. Luckily I got the other lights on here, but still it's annoying the white light went out. Give me a moment.
And then this video basically explains why the Y does what it does. All right, see ya. The Y is a problem.
So,
watch the video. See ya.